Hey, another in my series on called Navigating Life. And this one is some things I've been thinking about related to uh, basically, I don't currently live in the United States, but I'm an American citizen and sort of aware of what's been going on in the United States. I did lose some work. I'm a USAID contractor, so I was a data science consultant helping related various work with tracking metrics. So essentially, helping USAID be accountable to the American public. That was my job. Anyway, um, I was thinking of under the under two main things, some comments related to what I believe is going on in the United States. So I first wanted to talk about loyalty in the respect of my personal idea and its relation to work or occupation. Um, so I think I have loyalty to, or I do have loyalty to my family and my friends. Um, and I have loyalty to jobs. And I think after working a number of jobs, I've worked in the private sector, in kitchens, cleaning people's houses, doing manual labor. Um, I'm loyal when I'm there, and I'm a really hard worker. Actually, some people would, in various jobs I've had, they'd be like, "Oh, are you looking for other work?" I say, "Yeah, I'm always looking for other work." Say, "Wow, you work really hard. You're like super loyal and super intense." And I say, "Yeah, because I'm getting money. Like I was raised to be a hard worker, so that's what I'm gonna do." But with thinking about USID, my contract ended. You know, I try to help the people that I work with. I'll try to, be a kind human being. But I don't think about USID anymore much because it's looks like it's sort of disappearing as an agency. I've been trying to diversify my portfolio through my business and consultant anyway. So, but to me, I think work related, it was more transactional loyalty. If I'm getting a regular check and if the company I work for treats me well, then yeah, there's a bit of loyalty, but it's a lot different than my personal loyalty to my friends and family. Anyway, I was just thinking about that, kind of wrapping my head around how to think about moving forward in a world without US availability of USAID contracts, which I did have a few. Um, the other word that I was rumbling around in my head was accountability, and this was related to thinking about that it looks like the current administration's goal is to have government funded work be accountable to the US taxpayer, which I fully support. I remember when I first started working, I think I got a check. I worked in Pizza Hut in the United States when I was 16. And I was like, where's this tax money go, man? I want that in my pocket. So, yeah, I think it's super important to be for government, basically tax dollars being used to be accountable to the US taxpayer. That's super important. I want to know. Um, and I want to know actually across government. I don't just want to know like what's going on with aid and USAID. I want to know Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense, Food and Drug Administration, like in broad scope, broad, how do you say, broad strokes. What's going on? What's it being used for? Um, it's useful because we as U.S. taxpayers are paying for it. But I think there's a simpler way to do that. Like I run dashboards. There should be a way to do that in like yearly, annually. Okay, here's where all that money's going. Is it going to the states? Is it going overseas? Because sometimes maybe you need support overseas. You probably can't do everything in one country. I've worked in other countries. The world's interlinked. Sorry, that's how it is. But you could try to have it all in one country, but it will probably be tricky. Um, yeah, but that's what I was thinking of. Is that kind of with USID cutting, like, did I have fealty or was I loyal? And it's my contract ended. Not really. But then what, on the other side, what's going on with all of the work, the people being cut in USID? It doesn't make any sense to me. If the goal is to be accountable to US taxpayer dollars, because if it were me, I would say, okay, fast people, but let's first you give people like a week to come up with a draft. Here's where all the money's going, and then show that to the American people. That's their money. And then, yeah. But that's all I was thinking about, just from my point of view, is you could run an analytics and share it with people, and then they're informed citizens. That is super important. Transparency, informed citizens, not making up stuff, but yeah, these are the real. We're working, and we're trying to show what we're doing. I haven't seen that yet, but that would be great, and I think that would be very useful to educating citizens. I have two little kids, and I'm trying to think, how would I explain it to them? Because they have no patience. Anyway, just some thoughts on accountability and loyalty. I hope everyone's doing well. Peace.